God cannot save you from that toxic relationship or marriage because He has given you the power of choice. You would save yourself from the choices you have made. I see a lot of you praying, God save me, God help me, God save me. I'm so sorry. God cannot save you. God have given you that power to choose the people that you want to marry or the people that you love. When you choose wrongly, you have that same power to unchoose them and make the right choice. My name is Okoro Blessing in Kiroka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, your number one most controversial certified relationship and mental expert. I see so many of you suffering emotionally. Most times you go to different churches, you're praying to God to save you. God, my husband is violent, my wife is violent, save me. I'm so sorry. You're going to be in that relationship until you're ready to make that decision to leave. I often ask people when they come for counseling, why is it that when you want to make decision to love, you don't call God, you don't see God's face? All you're busy shouting is, mind your business. I'm in love. Mind your business. It's not your business. I love him like that. I love him like that. You make this decision of love even when your loved ones don't accept it, even when society is talking. Because sometimes some of you say the reason why I cannot leave the toxic situation is because of what they have to say. But before you married that person, they said something. You heard a lot of bad news. You heard he was a ritualist. You heard he was a woman beater. You said you loved him like that. With everything you heard, even sometimes your parents say no, you will still go there. Why is it that when it gets toxic and it gets bad, you are now praying to God to come and save you? He didn't take you there. You didn't seek his face. In fact, if God was supposed to even choose spouses for us, some of us will not marry them. Let's be very honest. We already have our specs and illusion in our head how we want them tall and handsome. Because we want them tall and handsome, we overlook all their bad characters. Because we want the big bum bum and the big boobs, we overlook all the bad characters. And when you marry them, you're beginning to shout, God, how do you want God to come in? Could you people allow God to deal with people who have health issues and other issues that he can help them? Your issue is not God issue. Your issue is choice issue. Your issue is love is blind issue. Shebi, is you that say that love is blind. Love is blind. Love is blind. Now marriage has opened your eye. You're shouting God. God. Why are you shouting God? Why are you calling the Lord God name in vain? Why? Why? Can you just allow God to rest? Let me and you talk about this now in relation. I will leave God. Face me. Talk to me. I will tell you. Talk to me. Let us talk. Let us talk. Let's leave God aside. Because it's so easy for us to call God, 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 God when we don't want to leave. I'm going to teach you the power of decision when it comes to emotion. See, that thing you are calling God for in your marriage and in your relationship, my darling, stop calling God. It is you that will help yourself. Nobody can save you when it comes to decision or except they forced you into that marriage. You are going to bring yourself out. Even if they forced you there, you come out. So long as they're not tying you rope, they did not lock you up, they did not kidnap you. You have the freedom to walk away. Except if you are being threatened or if you are being kidnapped. But if it's something you are doing at your own will, my darling, you can walk away. You don't need God. You don't need prayer. You don't need to go and start disturbing your pastors or disturbing your imam, whatever religion you are. It is your choice. You chose them. You will be the one to say, when I married you, I thought it was like this. So I have tried, I have done my best. So instead of me to die, let me kukuma walk, okay? Wait, it has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with prayer. God's job is to perfect your choices. Anything you choose, his work is to perfect it. Marriage, you will make it the way you want it to be. Remember the Bible. When God created Adam, he saw that Adam was lonely. Why he saw that Adam was lonely? He created Eve to come and keep Adam company. Eve came, serpent tempted Eve, according to the Bible. Eve ate the fruit that God said that they should not eat. Because she was married, she took a bit of the fruit, ate, and gave her husband. Her husband ate. Adam had not eaten that apple since Eve had not come. Eve came from nowhere. Women are our busybody. She collected fruits, gave Adam. Adam ate. Then he realized that he was naked. He went to go and hide. When God came back, he called, Adam, Adam, where art thou? Adam say, God, I naked. What's happened? Adam will come. Adam said, it is the woman that you gave to me. Yeah. Blame. We human beings, we are used to blame. We're always looking for who is the cause of our trouble, who do us, who is pursuing us from the village. Nobody's pursuing you, you're the one pursuing yourself. After all, Adam would have said no when Eve brought the fruit. Did they force him? He collected fruit and ate. Why did he not say, Eve, is this not the fruit that God said we should not eat? Adam collected fruit and ate, even though there were other things. Now he's not saying it's the woman you gave to me. You cannot tell the woman that God gave to you, no. God now says, okay, we don't need to be arguing. You will not go and be choosing the one that you will marry. You now see why God cannot save you. He would have saved you if he chose the wife or the husband for you. But no. Now you are not choosing by yourself. You are not going by yourself and you are searching for love and you are finding true love. You now have your criteria and your spec to love. You marry them. Why is that when you now want to come out, you are calling Jesus, you are calling God? Like, how? Why are you disturbing the Lord God? Because he's resting. Don't call the Lord God name. If you don't disturb him, because there are lots of other critical situations. There's some people that are in the hospital that need, Jesus Christ and God in their life. They need miracle. Some people have critical conditions where God is attending to them. You face me. Why are you calling God? Hello. When they tell you to visit a relationship therapist before you get married, you say, I beg, I don't need it. I don't. Why are you calling God? Why are you calling Jesus? When they tell you to visit a relationship therapist and know more about why, you say, no, I don't get money. Why are you calling God? Now, why are you shouting? Reduce your voice. God is busy. You are disturbing him. Face me. Look at me. No, look at me eyeball to eyeball. Now, why are you calling God? Like, why are you calling God? When I tell you to come for counseling, when I tell you to read, when I tell you to pay attention, you say, bless you. You prefer to listen to gossip and to gist on different blogs. What are you doing with your social media? I am on YouTube now. I am giving you free lecture. You will not listen. Why are you calling God? Why are you calling the Lord God name in vain? God has sent me as a relationship therapist and other relationship therapists to represent him, to guide you. You will not listen. When you finish making those bad choices, you are shouting God. Can you tell me why you are calling God? Why are you calling God? Why are you calling God? He cannot help you. You're going to unchoose all those things that you have chosen. It's you that chose it. The same way you said, yes, I do. It's the same way you go back and say, I don't do again. It is you that have that power. Nobody will save you. It's except you want to stay there. Even when you want to stay in the mystery and die, it's still your choice. Everything is your choice. You want to stay in marriage that is not working and die, your choice. You want to get out and become better, your choice. You want to remarry, your choice. Let's know where God have given us power, because oftentimes we don't even know when to pray. We don't even know when to call God. God's job is perfection. He has given you so much power. The Bible said, I made you out of my own image. Ask me and I will give you. Matthew 7:7. For God to say, ask me and I will give you, he simply means he has given you the power to choose. God knew you before you were born. He knows what you want, but he said, ask me. He still gave you that power of choice in Matthew 7:7 to ask. He will give you, so that when that thing that you ask begin to happen, now you ask, now me give you. So why are you praying? Why are you shouting? Why are you disturbing your neighbor in the night? Why don't you want them to sleep? Why are you doing rakasiki? Why are you disturbing neighbors? Why don't you want your neighbors that are packed into sleep? Are you the only neighbor in the compound? Are you the only one that have problem? What is it? You chose this problem. Why not deal with it? Only you are complaining about the things you chose. Mind your business. Mind your business. It is not your business. Oh yeah, now mind your. Why are you shouting now? Why are you now praying loud? Should you say we should mind our business? Why are you echoing why is your prayer now loud? Why are you now shouting? Madam, reduce your voice. We want to mind our business. Why are you screaming? Why? Take down your voice. Pray. God is not deaf. Don't shout. Pray in silence. We should mind. Reduce your tempo. Reduce your tempo. I'm just trying to explain to you that God does not answer such prayers. Of God, save me from this marriage. He doesn't save you. There's a popular artist we just lost, Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu. A lot of you are going to know her. She was a gifted singer. In fact, if there's anybody that is close to God, it's Osinachi Nwachukwu, because her voice, whenever I listen to that woman, she takes me to heaven and brings me back. So I can imagine how close she is to God. But God didn't save her. If there was anybody God would have saved, he would have saved that woman. She's a typical example of God cannot save you over the choices that you made. She refused to save herself, and that was why she died in the marriage. We don't even know why she died, but whatever reason that resulted to her death, she had the power to save herself. I'm using her as an example, as an illustration to tell you that you can be very close to God and you will still die. Because he has given you the power to choose. Make those choices. It can be so hard for you to choose something and it's not working and you say you cannot choose again. And I say, society, what will they say? People will mock me. They were mocking you before you married. They've been talking. There's nothing that they have not said that they want to say now. They'll just be adding and subtracting. You understand? Save yourself. You must learn when to make this decision. Stop looking for who to blame. Stop lying to yourself, because oftentimes you are lying to yourself. You are calling God because you still want to be there. You are busy praying because you still want to be there. Just stay there now. Because sometimes most of you are shouting God. You're looking for who come and beg you, or pastor that will come and reconcile the both of you. That's what most of you are looking for. Just tell us that you want reconciliation, not to be disturbing God and be saying God, 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 God. If you want to stay there with your decision. Do you understand? So I just want to explain to you that God cannot save you in marriage, because some of you actually think, I don't know why you're going to church. That's the essence of counseling. Tell your pastor that I said God cannot save marriage. You will save yourself. You will make the marriage work. You will put in the effort. A beautiful marriage is what you put in there, what you plant, is what you do there. That's why everybody's marriage is different. What you're doing in your marriage is not what I'm doing in my marriage. What works for me is not what works for you. So you will marry and find out the things that work. God does not come to help anybody to marry. After all, God did not teach you how to satisfy your husband in bed. Did God teach you that one? Is there any part of the Bible that teach you how to search? Maybe you learned it. You know how to rigmarole your ways. God did not teach you that one. So God is not going to teach you how to walk out of the man you are and the woman you are rigmaroling. When you feel that you have done your best and is about to take your life, in fact, God will be more angry with you when you allow another human being take the life that he gave you, because you cannot create life. God will be happy when you make decision and walk away. If your life is at stake and you are there shouting God, God. Is it him that carry you there? So you need to be firm with your decision. The way you said yes is the same way you will say no. Let your yes be as powerful. Let your no be as powerful as your yes. The same energy that you used to enter the marriage is the same energy you used to go out if the marriage becomes so toxic. I thought I should remind a lot of you, because I see most of you deceiving yourself in churches, praying for God to come and save you from a toxic, domestic, nagging relationship and marriage, when you have the power to make the choice. Except you're not ready to leave, you can make it work. It's always good to make your marriage work. I'm only just trying to tell you, for those of you who want to leave and you're waiting for God to come down from heaven and come and save you, my dad, nobody's coming to save you. You will save yourself. Even if a human being come and save you now, imagine you come to Blessing see you now and I say, okay, let me help you and come out. You still come tomorrow and say, it was Blessing see you that scattered my marriage. Oh, because her own did not work. You will always look for somebody to blame. And even if God come to save you from that marriage, you will still blame God, just the same way Adam blamed God for giving him a companion. So God is not even going to come and save you. The same way you entered is the same way you're going to come out. This is me reminding you of the power of decision and choices. Most of you don't even know the power of decision, and these things you choose, you don't know. You don't know how powerful you are to make these choices. You are God. You are made out of his image. The same way you can create is the same way you can destroy. The same way you can say yes is the same way you can say no. You have that power. What people say is just a way of deceiving yourself to still stay in bad situations. Because let me tell you something. If fire should begin to raid your house at this point, then you don't even mind running out naked. When you want to leave a bad situation, you're not caring about what people say, you're caring about survival. Because you know that life has no duplicate. You first of all want to survive. You need to survive first of all before you even start to think about what people say. It's except if you've not gotten to that point of survival. That's when you are still in church praying. Any prayer you are praying in marriage, God cannot help you. You will go, because some of you are praying, you're not talking to your husband. I know a lot of you that are praying. You're expecting God to come and visit your husband. For you to pray, you need to have communication skills, because you cannot be praying and you're keeping malice with your husband, you're keeping malice with your wife. Prayers will not work. So most of you just live in myth. I don't know what you think God will do. He will come from heaven and come and make your marriage work. No, in as much as we have to pray, you will still go and communicate. You will still go and talk. You will still go and comprehend. It is two of you that marry. Yes. The only thing God will do is to perfect every decision people have taken. If you want to divorce, he will perfect it. If you want to be married, he will perfect it. If you want to communicate, God's job in your life is to perfect your decision. That is why we need to be careful when we are choosing, because anything we choose, God will perfect. Whether it is own, it's supposed to be perfecting your choices, because he said, I will bless the work of your hands. He asked me and I will give you. You asked God for man, he gave you man, he will perfect everything. In fact, all the toxicity and beating, everything God is doing is perfection. So if you don't want God to be perfecting that thing you chose, leave the situation. So with this few point of man, I hope I've been able to tell you that you should walk away. You have so much power that you are not using. I love you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you guys next time. Mwah.